It's Week 10 of the NFL, and we'll see Devin White, who has picked up 63 tackles so far this year. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys, and it's all up next.
We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players have been around the league now for some time. They've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over. They've seen a lot at this point in their career and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears.
Officially beyond the halfway point now, eyes starting to shift to the playoff picture as this Week 10 game gets underway. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
And there's certainly still people talking about the game. The buzz is real. He posted unbelievable numbers last week. Even his passing numbers continue to rise league-wide. Well, he reached heights rarely flown to in league history. It took volume, sure, to get him there, but also an eagle eye to see everything out there perfectly. He and the rest of us, we can only hope that he comes close to seeing that kind of production today.
We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Second down now, 7 to go. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with third down and 6 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Barkley's got it. And this one does not go far.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
They're set up at the 35 now. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Elliott. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. On 1st down, Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down, a run with Barkley. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 46. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Hurts now from the gun. Makes the grab inbounds left side. A pickup there of 33 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. This finds Smith. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Read option, keeping to the right. And he's brought down for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he's going to fight forward and get in. Touchdown! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This taken from the 12. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. And he can't make the hook up on the deep ball. That's incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And it sets up 2nd down. Play action now for Cousins. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Elliott straight ahead. He's out in the clear. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up second down.
Second down and 10.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the gun, Cousins. He brings it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue.
And oh, he got it! Interception! Devin White makes the play.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The Eagles about set to go on offense. They're already on a modest little winning streak here, currently in position to stretch it to 3 games as they take the field again. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Motion man left is Brown. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Dotson now in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs?
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. He's got Smith. And he gets in, touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return starts from the 16. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Brought in by Elliott. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it about 70 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's Cousins now. coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And the fair catch secured here at the 16. The Eagles are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And while they've worried about his arm a little bit early, he's been happy to get some yards on the ground, looking like an effective dual threat thus far. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. Third down coming. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he'll go down, we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's another carry for Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They go to Barkley again. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Out of the option, he's going to keep it going right. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. Second down coming up. Here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down throwing for Hurts. Flushed out. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. They kick the running back in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Able to get it to Barkley. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he drives this forward to the 6. They find 7 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Our score, 14-0. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. They're going to run with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he gets in. Touchdown. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 14. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. His drive will begin with a run from Elliott. And he gets him around 6 there. Darius Slay with the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 38-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Got Lamb, and it's complete. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Handoff running right, Elliott. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
They'll go with another punt, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. Back deep for the Eagles is Isaiah Rodgers. The Eagles headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he's been one who has wowed the league and made a lot of fantasy owners very happy, too. You can see he's leading all quarterbacks in passing here in November. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That pass caught. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. On 1st down, Hurts dumps it off to his running back. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
A gain of 2.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
38-yard line.
From the 38. Barkley's got it. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Braden Mann on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Devin White hauls him down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what that deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds. You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Starts the return at the 34. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block for that. Return team.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Hurts now from the gun. He's on the move. He'll try and run this. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 43. Escapes the pocket. And down he goes. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Hurts. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Out of the gun, Cousins. Hits him on the out route. And he'll get it up to the 44. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Elliott. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Now it's Cousins. That's caught for the 1st. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. With Kobe Dean in on the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the Eagles' 34-yard line.
Now Cousins again. That's going to be caught by Cooks. There it is, touchdown Dallas! The Cowboys fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. That is a touchdown to one of their prime receiving targets.
This is really what you pay your skill guys for. You know, I had an old coordinator say, it's my job to get you a one-on-one. It's your job to go out and win it with a touchdown.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Fits it through the middle. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and goal. They'll try an option to the left. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 3rd total score this game. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1. More times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Elliott all set for the kickoff. Returning in from the 16. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Here's Cousins. Ferguson's got it. Complete. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
First down. First and 10 at the 40.
Looking to throw, Cousins. That finds Elliott complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it deep downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Well, he tried to get aggressive, and it looked like it was done for after the deflection. But he got himself to the right place at the right time to make that catch downfield.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Elliott crosses the goal line for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys get it back to a 14-point game. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And this game has really been a great audition for him, Brock, to show off how well he can do as a runner. I think we could argue that his work there has actually been his early calling card in this one so far. Drive starts with an option, right side. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. That was Micah Parsons making that play. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Motioning left is their running back. From the pistol, Hurts. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So that brings them to 3rd down. Now Hurts. This finds Smith. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that one a 44-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Cousins now. It's caught, Ferguson. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 38. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Let's come in here, Cousins. Catch made by Cooks. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Cowboys at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. First down throw for Cousins. Completed over the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins dumps it off to his running back. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Gay's kick is good, and that'll get him back to 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. This offense and their quarterback making their way back out there, ready to take over once again. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. It's Dotson on the catch. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. On first down, Hurts. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hurts throwing again. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Hurts now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw, Hurts. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. One last play before the break. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. He's only able to drive this down to about the 45. So as we reach halftime, we see the visiting Eagles taking a lead into the break. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover, where you see the final score there. Najee Harris. What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. And that game's gone to the half, all even at 10-10. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Kickoff taken at the 13. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to throw, Cousins. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Darius Slay with the stop.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the 2 defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Once again, Elliott. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the first down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, Cousins. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The visitors and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. This is ahead for about 5. Kalen Carson with the tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 29. He's got Smith. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
That pass complete to Goddard.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 8. Has a man. It's Brown. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it, and he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running back sent in motion. Here's 2nd and 2. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the pistol, Hurts. He brings it in. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll motion Smith left. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Barkley dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles lead by 15 now. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Return coming from the 14. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30. Handoff headed left, Elliott. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Catch made by Cooks. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Here's Zeke on the carry. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. It's caught, Ferguson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the toss, here's Elliott. And he drives this forward to the 6.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Dallas. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys get it back to within one score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors and A.J. Brown getting set for another look on offense here. And as he accumulates catches this season, Brock, some have stuck out to us more than most, and we had one of them on that last drive as he's reached a significant milestone for himself this year. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That goes for 36 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards.
Let's come in here. Hurts. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the third down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's now a 2-possession game as the lead grows to 11.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Cowboys and Ezekiel Elliott just about set to get going on offense. And get that big old marker out, cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. He fires one deep down the... He's got it at the 30! And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown! The Cowboys shrinking the lead some in the third. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You spend all week on two-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Starting from the 5. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Running left, this is Barkley. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Hurts. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
This defense has left its imprints all over the quarterback, and there's another one. You really can't hold it that long after the snap, Kate. It's 1,001, 1,002, and then somebody's on their way to getting you and dropping him for a sack.
That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. The Cowboys and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Blitz coming here. Cousins. Out to his wideout. It's a screen. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. This finds Cooks, complete. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Devin White hauls him down. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. From the 41. The lateral goes haywire. Fumble. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. This one intended for the running back. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Cousins. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Now this is a beauty of a kick. It's headed out of bounds. No chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. They're out and set. 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First down throwing for Hurts. He's on the move. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He's been sacked over and over and over here, and this time cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right, and I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. Takes it in at the 21. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. What a game he has had. Really showed the versatility he's got from the running back position and the wrinkles that he can add to this offense.
Yeah, Kate, you hear it all the time. The quarterback's best friend's a reliable tight end. Well, right next to that reliable tight end is a more dependable pass catch and running back.
Elliott's on 1st and 10. He's got to gain a 6 there. Avonte Maddox up for that tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Now it's Cousins. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Throwing is Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Elliott straight ahead. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Second down now, 7 to go. Right back to Elliott now. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. Looking to throw, Cousins. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 2nd and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard.
From the 27. Takes out a one-stop. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts at the 3. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First down, a run with Barkley. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's another carry for Barkley. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 6. Now motion him out of the backfield. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Elliott. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Cousins. That finds Elliott complete. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. That's a pickup of 9. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Going with Elliott here. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle. That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Elliott. And they take him down right along the 30. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Here's Cousins now. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a 1-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Kickoff taken at the 3. Finds some space. He's past the 30. They'll bring him down on the return as he gets this to the 33. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Complete out to the right side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Throwing here, Hurts. Rolling into enemy territory. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And this one sails out, no return on the punt. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 29-yard line.
Trying an inside give to Elliott. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On the give, it's Elliott. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
At the 32-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Dallas sends its punting unit onto the field. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Eagles will take possession. On 1st down, Hurts. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
That's into the hands of Barkley.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Free play here. Let's see what he does. Taken in by Smith. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Hurts. Has a man. It's Brown. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense.
Offside. Defense.
And no surprise here. They declined the flag because the play got a 1st down, so they're going to happily let it stand. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They're running the option, short side. And he runs it across, touchdown. The Eagles now trail by just a point in the 4th. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And if it were all but a select few quarterbacks, we'd be remarking at the type of game this guy's having, right? But, now this is Jalen Hurts, so we know that it is always in the realm of possibility that he could have a 3-touchdown game on the ground. He's done it already multiple times in his career. He's never managed to go further and tie that NFL record. That one right down the middle. And the Eagles bring it back to even. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Short kick here, fielded at the 17. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
They give him now to Zeke. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 49.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw it. Oh no, the ball is loose. And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, a normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Throwing now, following the turnover. That pass complete to Goddard. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down throwing for Hurts. He's fine Smith. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. Give him 4 yards as we have hit our 2-minute warning. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. They go to Barkley again. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles jump in front late. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal, but you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Return starts from the 16. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Here he is to throw. Got Lamb, and it's complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
So many times, the job of that DN is to contain. Keep anything from bouncing outside, but not on this play. He got a draw, he got a chance to crash inside, and he took advantage of that opportunity.
Now to throw. Ferguson's got it, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. He connects downfield on 4. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Back to throw. It's caught, Ferguson. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
He'll look to throw it. Brought in close to the 8. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Now Cousins again. Has it down close. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean into his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie this game up. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Return starts at the 3. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones, continuing to hit this defense more good numbers well into this 2nd half. 1st and 10, here's Hurts. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. And now they call the timeout. Oh, Brock, what a play to get him into range. And now they can win it all as time expires. This game now resting on the leg of Jake Elliott. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. A very short kick here from the right hash. The kick is good. He got it. And the 3rd time he puts it through will be the charm. They've won it. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And with overtime in their back pocket, they weren't going to lose it at the end, but they still managed to set up the field goal, and he executed the game winner. What a memorable way to win it. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Dallas.